Alright, welcome everyone to another Tuesday review, and as you can see we got a bit of a change in my channel here, in my videos, because you get to see my goofy mug in the bottom corner. So there you go, you get to actually see myself, and you might get to see a cat if she moves from the couch over to here, because she does come down here when I stream, when I record, hangs out with me when I game, and it's kind of fun. All kinds of fun right there. So this game we have for you today called Kamiko. Kamiko? I don't know. Some kind of pronunciation, basically. If I butcher it, I apologize, developer. I apologize, my bad. But this game is an indie game. So it came out 3 years ago, 2017. So it's been out for a while. And there's 3 different characters you can choose from, which is kind of neat. It's kind of a cool thing to have different characters. They each play through the same level, fight the same bosses, go through the same stages. It is kind of cool to see. Get all the same upgrades. They have different attacks and different ways of playing, so you have to get used to a different way of doing things. So that's kind of cool. That is neat in itself. This game is $5 on Steam, $4.99. So is it worth checking out for that price? And that's a cheap price for a game. $5 for a game. Is it worth it? Is it worth playing? So let's find out. Let's check it out. Let's go ahead and hit the play button. And this is my main data. I'm working on the other 2 right now, finishing the game with them, so we'll see how that goes. But you go to new, and you have these 3 ladies. They're all shrine maidens who get chosen and given a special weapon in order to defeat demons and save the world. So I'm going to choose Yamato, because she's actually probably the easiest and my favorite to play as. But you also have Uzume and Hinome. She shoots arrows, and she'll go like 1 arrow, 2 arrow, 3 arrows as her like 3-hit combo. She throws her shield and then stabs with the knife. So she's like Captain America with stabby, stabby, stabby. Very different ways of fighting, different ways of getting used to playing. And that's kind of cool. That is kind of neat because it does change the game. Even though you're playing the same levels, you are playing different ways. You're playing combat different ways and having to learn how to fight each enemy with each combat style. And that is neat. I like that. It's a very cool thing. So let's go with Yamato here. So this guy, I don't know if this is God or some kind of heavenly being, otherworldly being, but basically what he's going to tell us is he's going to tell us that the gate between our world and the world of the dead is sealed off by demons. And we have to unseal it, beat the big bad demons, and restore things to the way they were. He's going to give us a sword. I'm going to skip this beginning story real quick, go through it real quickly here. So we have the Blade of Kusanagi. Each character gets a different item, a different kind of imperial regalia. And he says, be granted us because amongst the shrine maidens, we hold special power. I'm thinking that we're not the only ones. I'm thinking there might be 2 others that also hold special power. What do you think, everyone? What do you think? Possibly, since there's 2 other characters, because we picked that character. So become the Kamiko. So the title drop. We're to become the Kamiko, the one who vanquishes the demons. That's where the name comes from. This game's also available on Switch too, so be sure to check it out there if you happen to like it. If you like what you see here. Control-wise, very responsive controls. I'm using an Xbox controller to play this game, and the joystick or the directional pad can move you around. So you can use either one, whatever you're more comfortable with. I find with this kind of format, the way this character moves, the joystick seems to be a little more intuitive, but that's just me. That's my opinion. Don't take it as gospel, or as you must do it that way, because that's just, again, how it was easiest for me to play. So you run around, and you basically attack enemies. You get these blue orbs. These blue orbs replenish that, where it says 200, that's your SP, which I think is spirit power. I'm guessing it's spirit power, if I had to guess anything. Okay, hi. And basically go through the level trying to unlock the path forward. You have bushes you can cut down with an arrow, with a sword, or with your shield. Whatever character you play as, all depends. Puzzles. switches. Like with a chest there, I hit one block, it doesn't do anything. Got a block here, what does it do? Oh, I can hit the A button. Oh, it slides onto that switch. Now I hit this switch, both are being pressed at once, a bridge appears. You get puzzles like that. They get a little more complicated as you go along, but the game does a good job of kind of making you feel like you're learning how the game works. And that's kind of neat. That's good when a game does that. Like, it gives you that sort of feeling of progression, of learning, of getting the game to work how it's supposed to, of doing what you're supposed to be doing. I push the X button and it brings up the menu. Games need to do that, you know, they need to essentially teach you the mechanics through the gameplay, less through tutorials, you know, of saying, oh yeah, this and this and this, a bunch of, you know, beginning tutorials in the story. Some games that works, but this game, that wouldn't work too well. It does a very good job of teaching the game as you start pushing buttons, see what does what. And it's very intuitive to get you to learn the game. As you go through, we unseal these shrines. Sometimes you'll have to find orbs to unlock the way through. Sometimes you have to find a key that fits into a slot on a door that will progress the way through. Pots hold these healing gems that will heal your health. Those gems on the top of the 200 bar there by your head, that is our health. That's our health meter. And the gems will heal that. They will make that healed again as we pick those up. So don't just go around smashing pots. I know Zelda has you trained to go around smashing every pot in existence, as do some other games, but don't smash the pots. Do not smash the pots, because you want to save those in case you need that healing. Now if you die, there's no lives. You basically just continue from the last save, which is the last shrine. You do have a little bit of a marker on the screen that indicates, hey, by the way, you died. Kind of reminds you. It has no real impact on anything. It just is like, hey, you died here. This is where you died last time. So it's kind of interesting. Kind of unique. Pixel art looks, I mean, decent. It's not the most detailed pixel art, but they're going for a look. They're going for an aesthetic there. That's a hard word to say. Aesthetic? You know what? Good enough. Anyway, they're going for a certain look here, and I think they nailed it. I think they really nailed the look, a certain feel to this game. It works really well. It works really well. And I like it. I really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed my time playing it, and I'm going to be looking forward to playing through as the other two characters. You will have upgrades in each level. In fact, 2 of each. One in the main part of the level, and 1 of each just before you fight the boss. 1 upgrades your health, so you get more health, and 1 upgrades your SP. So there'll be 1 in each main part of the level, and then 1 of each before you fight the boss. So be sure to look out for those. They will come in very handy later. You will need them for later. It'll make the game a lot easier to find them. So be looking out for secret paths, ways to open, ways you might be able to kind of walk through that seem like it closed off at first but are actually a path through. Look out for all these things because they will benefit you. You want to get all the upgrades. Combat is very intuitive, works very well, but like I said, the other girls, their combat's different. Their combat's not the same, so you can't play them the same. So it makes for a different playthrough on each of these. Whoa, excuse me, mushroom. I didn't ask to be hit. I didn't ask to be hit. Get a healing here. There we go. And that's the game. Basically, unlock 4 shrines, unlock the portal to the boss, find the upgrades, beat the boss, go forward. And each level is lather, rinse, repeat until you finally get to the final boss. There you go. Pretty straightforward as far as story. Nothing really groundbreaking as far as story, but as far as how it plays, it really works well. Like, it's not anything new, but it's fun. And here's the thing. In the end of the day, no matter what rating I give this game, and by the way, I'm going to give it about an 8 out of 10, just to let you know, 8 out of 10. But no matter what rating I give this game, here's bottom line to any game. Is it fun? Is it enjoyable? And this game is. I recommend you play it, buy it, play it, try it. For $5, what can you lose? Especially if you find it on sale. Whether you pay full price or you find it on sale, I recommend you buy this, play it, experience it yourself. If you like this kind of gameplay, if you like this style of game, play it yourself. thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of you for being here. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe down below. Also, check out my other videos I have to the right of my logo. And also, check me out on Twitch, on Twitter, also on Facebook. Links in the description down below. Be sure to check me out there. I am live on Twitch about 3 to 4 times a week. Check me out. I'm also live here on YouTube every Saturday morning. Unless something comes up where I'm unable to go live, I try to go live every Saturday morning. But thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all of you. We'll see you in the next video, but until then, stay awesome, and we will see you then.